In the six, cooking with the Rick.
Thank you so much for clocking in with your girl Lo, me. Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to vent. I want to rant. I want to get some things off my chest. So before you start unliking my video and think, oh, it's just another woman, it's another black woman who hates all men, it's called clickbait. So thank you for participating. And if you do enjoy the video today, or if you don't and you just like to watch things that really ruin your day or make you upset, either way, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you so much in advance. And I just wanted to talk with you guys about things that I'm really tired of. So let's just get right into it. Number one, I am very apparently obvious. Well, how would I word that? It's very obvious that the internet knows how to do one thing. It knows how to make anything fun. It stretches the truth with everything. A brick wall can be fun on the internet, okay? And with that, I'm starting to see a lot of ads about people between the ages of 18 and 24. You can travel the world with all these strangers in the islands of Greece, in the backwoods of Europe. It'll be great. And I'm sure those things are awesome. But one thing that I'm getting really tired of is if you have not traveled to Dubai, if you have not walked the streets of France, if you have not taken a beach picture in Cancun, Mexico, your 20s have been one thing: trash. I'm here to let you know, the internet is letting you know, if you have not had your passport tatted like the next upcoming wannabe rapper, your 20s have been a complete waste. And I'm here to let you know that's a lie, and I'm tired of it. Let's go down the road of relatability. Let's take a quick stroll together. I'm gonna break down what 20s is really like. Most likely you're balancing school and work, or you're regretting going to college, or really trying to get over the guilt you have because how much debt you're in. And your goal of the week is to keep your car clean because you're in your car more than your own bed. Oh yeah, and hot Cheetos, buffalo wings, mozzarella sticks, french fries, hot Cheetos, things that used to really be able to indulge in high amounts in your teen years are now giving you heartburn in your 20s. So now you're starting to buy Tums a lot. And you're really upset because they keep moving the TV show The Office on different streaming platforms. They keep moving it, and you can't keep up with all those subscriptions because now they're all adding up to the amount of a car bill. And oh, let's not forget, you're having a really unhealthy relationship and deleting, reinstalling a multitude of dating apps. Please like this video if I hit any relatable point. It's okay if your passport is completely naked. It is okay if your passport has not been purchased yet. That is okay. Please, 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 please enjoy the country you live in. If you are baiting yourself backwards just to be able to go on a trip that you can barely afford, and you're just drinking water bottles and appetizers and it's just miserable, and all you can think about is the amount of debt you're gonna put yourself when you get home because of this trip, don't go. Enjoy trips. You should enjoy them with peace. Build the paid time off. First of all, it's very hard to find a job that legitimately gives you good paid time off. Save. Enjoy the country you live in. Travel the heck out of the state that you live in. I live in the Midwest, and yes, the Midwest is known for being pretty boring. There are some locations in the Midwest that are just dry to complete. Number two, and something that I feel on a very personal level, and it's like a quick little mini story time. There's going to be kind of mini stories in all these points. Saying that jealousy is not real. I don't know where that came from. And more than just jealousy, I feel like a lot of the really awful feelings, jealousy, lust, anger, envy, sadness, depression, feeling inadequate, I feel like a lot of them are being covered up in these Instagram-worthy hashtags. God bless. No bad vibes here. Only me and myself. Good vibes only. Oh, I feel no ways. When we know we all in some type of space feel every kind of way about something. And I don't get why it's like we're kind of being taught that to suppress those dark feelings. No, you need to let those dark feelings out, because if that crap just stays and it just sits, how is that going to be good for you? And I just don't think it's good to act like those emotions aren't real, because the reality is your awful or hard feelings, not so pretty feelings, they cannot be covered up or healed with a hashtag at all. Because story time, I had this friend of mine who always on social media would just be, your average all Instagram good around person, okay? All the good hashtags, good vibes, living my blessed life, I feel no ways. But when you're with them alone, just talk complete trash about everyone they knew. They were miserable. They were miserable. And that night I would hang out with them, because I hanged out with them pretty often. When I would hang out with them, it was just complete vomit of all these awful things. And then I'll go home, I'll look on Instagram to see pictures that person maybe tagged me in. We had an awesome time. And then they would say, oh,
best night. Had nothing wrong with my night. All good vibes.
You just ripped through everyone that we know. So if you have those bad feelings, don't let it control you or own you. But it's okay. I think it's okay to vent those things out and not deny them. Write it out, pray it out, talk it out. But get it out. Don't cover it with a hashtag. Number 3, and I know I'm going to stomp on some toes with this one, but it's okay. I'm not here to make anyone comfortable. Heck, I'm not even here to make my own self comfortable. Why is tipping still a debate? And I understand that there's some situations where there has been trash service. I mean, the waiter might as well just chuck the food at you. Might as well. But I'm talking about just average meals. Overall, really good meals, pretty much a really overall excellent service. And tipping is still like, no, I'm not tipping them at all. Because let me explain, okay? I have worked at Chuck E. Cheese, On the Border, Jimmy John's, all 3 very involved serving jobs. You're doing people's food. So Chuck E. Cheese, let's just get the worst one out the way. I was also Chucky at times, but my main job at Chuck E. Cheese was a birthday host. So I was the one that was taking care of little Jimmy's and little Becky's birthday party. I'm the gal that was walking out with all the pizza, smiling outside, but I was really dying on the inside. Yeah, that was me. And okay, so I had a party that I did not. The party, okay, at first, the birthday party was okay. But there was all these long rows of, like, these long, like, kind of like the lunchroom, old school lunchroom tables. Before they got into all the circles, there used to be just long row tables. And that's kind of what was, those were the kind of tables that were at my store location. So I had a party of about 16 kids, and all of the 16 children were gremlins. They literally had food, soda, and water past midnight, and all the adults were even larger gremlins. So I couldn't stand this party. The father of the children I was hosting the birthday party for, I sent him his bill. It was easily $350. This guy flops out a massive amount of cash with a thick rubber band around it and shows off the amount of money he has, but left me no tip. Sir, why the antics? Sir? And had me watching all his little gremlins. Like, he literally was like, oh, I need you to grab this pizza for me and grab this refill for me, and I'm gonna go to B-Dubs and go get drunk and go vape in that parking lot. Then I'm gonna come and watch my kids. Sir, I'm about to be Chucky in 10 minutes. I need you to come get your gremlins right now. And you people not tipping like that. And then Jimmy John's. Okay, I understand that their sandwiches are like $7 and sometimes they taste like pure water. I get that. I understand that. But when you call a store and we know that you're a house that doesn't like to tip, or you give us very sketchy addresses, we have to go in the back alleys to get your food. It takes you forever to get up and get to the door. All that, and then you give us 2 quarters, which a man did, a very common customer would just give me 2 quarters. Sir, am I going to buy gumball after working? What are these 2 quarters for? What is this going to get me? And would give me a little God bless postcard. I'm telling you, when we know that you are like that, majority of the time, we're all drawing straws who's gonna get your house because no one wants to get your house. You make comments of, because people have told me directly when I would deliver their food to them, I don't really think I should give you a tip, and then shut the door in my face. Okay, well, why didn't you make an announcement about it? Then just don't give me a tip. Okay, and then on the border, I was always raised, my mom was a waitress, and I was always raised that you tip no matter what. You don't know what someone's going through, you tip. And I remember working on the border, and I did deal with tipping. I was a hostess, a waitress, and a waitress whose husband called her right before her shift and said that he cheated on her, that he was divorcing her, that he was packing up his bags, he was gonna be gone. And how management is set up in restaurants, it doesn't matter what you were going through, you will come to that shift and it will get covered. And if you can't find no one to cover it, you will be there. You will be present. So she continued working, and I remember that night being so hard for her. But I remember just watching her that whole night and knowing what she kind of went through, and I was like, I'm so happy that my mom taught me to tip no matter what. Because you just don't know what people are going through. When you are constantly announcing that you're not going to give a tip, do not expect that dinner or that lunch with those people at your table to be fun. The mood would shift. If I was like, well, I'm not giving you a tip, or why is the food taking so long? You expect me to give you a tip and it took you that long to get the food? Don't expect every person at your table to be like, oh my gosh, good job. I'm not here to tell you to tip. I'm not here to tell you the amount you should tip. I don't know your money situation. And this is my point to the Christians who are out there and you're not tipping, but you're leaving little church invites. All the places I have discussed, I was not a Christian working these places. Was not. But I would go to church. And I would just rush to work I would rush to work after getting out of church. And you could smell the Christians a mile away. They usually had the worst kids, little gremlins. They had the most complicated meals. They wanted the endless amount of refills and drinks. They try to use every coupon, every discount, every meal deal, would overuse it, and it would bluntly say, I'm not going to tip you. We're completely rude. But would say, God bless, and leave an invite for church. I'm not going to go to your church. I'm not going. The things I would think about Christians after I dealt with that all the time, every single Sunday and Wednesday night. Number 4, and this might be a little more spin. We're going to kind of get away from the touchy subject of tips. We're going to go right into another touchy subject, politics. And to be specific, Candace Owens. I am tired of Candace Owens, and not so much of her as an individual. I'm sure she is a great person, okay? Julie, I don't mean that sarcastically. I watch some of her stuff. Some things I'm like, and some things I'm like, okay, I get it. Lately, I have been coming across people who keep talking about her nonstop, and they're literally spazzing out when they bring her up. And sometimes it's in the good light, or sometimes they can't stand her and they're just ranting. But the thing is, my phone can hear you when you're talking about that. So now Candace Owens is everywhere. I'm just looking at every morning. I feel like I'm seeing her face on my Google recommendation or now my YouTube recommendations. And my fingers are very tiny, and I'm getting really tired of clicking the not interested, don't recommend buttons. So trust me, I know Candace Owens. You don't gotta worry about it. She's all over Black Twitter. She's all over Shea Butter. She's all over. I got it. I know who she is. And the reality is, she's a politician. Think of every single politician that you can think of. Imagine how many voices, opinions are out there, just among the politicians. I'm pretty sure you need to stay relevant, okay? And relevance equals drama, usually. And to stay relevant for anyone, when you want to be relevant, that means you want to get your opinion, your voice out there, right? And like any politician, Candace Owens is not excluded from this. She's going to make the people that agree with her comfortable and people that oppose her upset. Trust me, I know who she is. You don't even gotta worry because my phone's listening a lot. My next point is people thinking that their phones don't listen to them. And I'm not talking about flip phones, but hey, if you still have a flip phone, I like to talk to you because I feel like we might be on the same wavelength with some things. But if you have a smartphone, iPhone, okay, the phones are listening. Okay, and let me just give a quick little fun, not so serious example. Me and my sister, my younger sister, were hanging out on my mom's bed, just laughing, having a ball, and we were, those really ugly laughs when you literally feel like your esophagus is gonna come out your mouth. Yeah, we were having those kind of laughs, and we were talking about the TV show Little Fires Everywhere. And if people out here watching this video are very aware of Shonda Rhimes, Gladiator, Scandal, that kind of stuff, you know that Kerry Washington has a specific type of face that a lot of us are fond of, right? And me and my sister were just laughing. We were just having a good time. And our phones didn't have Instagram pulled up at all. But I just want you to bet. What face do you think, the specific type of face you think I saw when I opened my phone, looking back at my big brown eyes? I kid you not. And I'm just saying, they listen. So just discuss something, and don't check your phone to see they're listening like 2 days. They're too sneaky for that. Just bring up something kind of commonly without really paying attention to where your phone's at, but it's near you. And just talk about some stuff. And you tell me what pops up in your record dinner list. Maybe it might be Candace Owens. Oh, and my next point that involved the thumbnail that maybe brought a lot of you people here. Men are trash. I'm tired of thinking men are trash. And I know that men have overwhelmed a lot of spheres of influence, okay? Trust me, I know that. I'm with a great guy. I'm with an awesome guy. And please, if this is something that you feel like you have dealt with, please let me know. Because I would love to feel like I'm not the only person. I'm really tired of thinking men are trash or just being consumed that all men are trash. Because I listen to very music that is not too nice on some people's ears. And the way they talk about men is very demeaning. Men are trash. Men are only good for having sex with. You get money out of them and you dispose of them. And there's no type of emotion attached. There's no need. Like, yes, that's the kind of music that I would consume myself with. And I start to realize, this is a quick little story time. I was into that music all day long. Like, I was constantly listening to it. And I was on a treadmill one day, working out, burning my little tiny self off, my little gym mouse. And I was working off that sweat. And I remember just looking at men at the gym and thinking, look at these men just sweating and conversating and drinking their water. Disgusting. And I'm like, why? Where did this undertone of hate come from with men? Like, it was kind of like this aggression that I had. And I'm like, I'm with a guy. Like, why is this? The next point I have, I know it's gonna make someone upset, and that's okay. Please, if this makes you upset, please explain to me why it does. But I'm going in the direction to be a teacher, and I have the type of things that I search on YouTube, things that I want to know more about. They usually aren't things that I would ever do personally, but I am actually intrigued why people decide to do it. And one of those is OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a platform where pretty much like a subscription for someone that you like, someone's type of content you enjoy. You follow for more personalized, in-depth, detailed videos, posts, pictures, and it can be anything. But lately, this platform has been linked to sexual work. Comments are left on videos from girls who were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and saying, oh, I can't wait to start up a OnlyFans and save up money for school to one day be a teacher. And I'm here to let you know that, and I took a class last quarter on, actually, this is like people who choose to do these type of things, and they put these pictures and videos online, and online does not forget anything at all. It's there forever. And I'm here to let you know that you did an interview and you had it all open, all wide on the internet. Do what you want to do. And let's say the person's doing your interview, they are a common user a common watcher of your stuff. That is not a guarantee, and most likely you are not going to get hired on. And I've noticed that a lot of women who are in this, who are really in depth in this type of lifestyle, they warn you, if this is not your lane, if you don't see yourself maybe deciding to do a lingerie company, then this may not be for you. And even though Halloween has left us, and I'm very sad about that, and I'm still going to be in cosplay, walking around the house dressed as a superhero, because I can do that, and I'm an adult, dang it. But Thanksgiving is still here, you guys. It's November. So let's appreciate Thanksgiving. Christmas, it's not your turn yet. Move out the way. It is time to clock out with your girl Lo, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
You're a bad banana.